to Quincy University's community cooling station. I want to give you a place to come in out of the heat and enjoy some air conditioning. We have some food back there for people who are hungry. But anyway, thanks for coming. I certainly appreciate you being here. You know, for the last year, maybe almost 2 years, every once in a while I bump into some sort of a casual acquaintance that I might see in the grocery store. And yeah, I do go to the grocery store from time to time, help my dear wife out, or pumping gas or whatever. And people who they're not really caught up in everything that I'm doing, and they'll say, well, what are you doing now that you're retired? And I would look at them and I would say, well, they must be seeing this gray hair and this wrinkled face, and they're just assuming that I'm retired. And I just would say, hey, no, I'm still working, still plugging along. Well, today has come the day when I announce that I am retiring. And so that'll be happening very shortly. So after 43 seasons as the head coach of the Soccer Hawks, I think it's time to step aside and let somebody else assume that leadership role. I've given everything I have to the Hawks soccer program. It's been a big part of my life. I'd like to carry on. I'd like to be 28 years old again and start this whole cycle over again, but that's not possible. But I really believe right now is the right time for a new leader to take over and usher the team into the future. Now, I want to thank the university for allowing me the honor and the privilege to coach the Hawks since 1969. It's been a passion of mine. It's been a thrill. It's the only position I ever wanted. I never sought any other. To me, this was and is the best college soccer coaching situation in the nation. Future of Quincy University soccer right there, and there's a tremendous number of guys, 300 or so, that have come before them. So we've had some really great players here, and they've been very good student athletes. I mean, aside from the championships we've won on the field, our team almost every year wins the athletic directors. Now is the Dr. David Edgerly Award for academic excellence of all the male sports teams. Our team is every year has been cited by the National Soccer Coaches Association for their academic prowess. So we've had a great number of terrific student athletes in the program that I don't go out there and kick a ball, stop a goal, anything like that. It's the players that go out there and win the games. And I'm pleased that my first 3 captains are here today. And if they would stand up, my very first captain is Jerry Murphy. There's Jerry, okay? And my second is Irv Pizak. And my third is Tommy Powley, okay? That's something. That's 1969, 70, and 71, you know. And Jerry, my 69 captain, was also a captain for me on my high school team before I came to Quincy. And Irv, who was my 1970 captain, was also on my high school team, captain there. And then Tommy Powlahan, unfortunately, went to a different high school. But you know, and these are examples of the soccer student. Very, very special thanks to my wife, Sharon, who was brave enough to leave our home in St. Louis. We left our family, came here. Frank and Suze and John and Joanne were the only people we knew when we came to Quincy. They helped us, but we brought our 2 young kids Scott was 2. We brought Chris to Quincy in the back seat of the car, laying on top of a laundry basket full of towels. If we were to do that today, we'd be arrested. But that's how he got here. But she was brave enough to just say, okay, I'll go with you. I'll bring these 2 children and come to Quincy so I could follow my dream. This is what I wanted to do. Since then, we have 4 other children. I mean, I have 6 of the greatest kids any father could ever hope for. And here's my daughter Beth and her family is here. Chris and his family is there. My son Scott's there. My daughter Megan drove over from Springfield. My son Brian lives in Birmingham. My son Kevin lives in Little Rock. They couldn't be here, but I got to thank you guys for sharing me with the team and the community all these years. Just on June 2nd, Sharon and I celebrated our 50th wedding anniversary. And people ask me, what's the highlight of your career or whatever? It's not the 500 plus wins. It's not the 9 championships. It's not all that kind of stuff. The highlight of my life is the 50 years I spent with her and my children. In closing, let me say that I'm confident, I'm supremely confident in the continued success of the Hawk Soccer program, because I know who's taking over, and I have complete confidence in him. He will do great things for Hawk Soccer. I hope all of you will support him like you did Frank and Roger and myself. And I know he's got 22 veteran players returning who are eager to get started and who are going to flourish under his leadership. Hawk Soccer has had a storied past, and may God continue to bless the program as it moves into a new era. Thank you.
Wonderful job, not just today, but obviously for 43 years. And on behalf of the trustees who are here, our university administration, faculty, staff, students, coaches, everyone here, we can't thank you enough for all that you've done, not just for the department, but for the university and the success you've created here in helping us create an entire culture of success in athletics and for the university. So if everyone will please one more time thank Jack. Jack, if we had everybody in this room whose lives you've touched, we'd have to open up Pepsi Arena, out into the A field, and Friars Field, and whatnot. And a lot of folks wanted to be here that couldn't be here today. So in October, we'll be having a celebration weekend marking your career, and that will be tentatively set for October 20th. So we can get lots of folks back here to remember all the fun times and share a nice weekend of memories with you. So if you all will put that on your calendar in October. Obviously, with the change in leadership, you look at things as an athletic director, and you have a team of administrators that help you. And I look at the success of the soccer program is unparalleled at this university. You put us on the map regionally, you put us on the map nationally, and that is going to continue. And I think when you have success to that level in a program, I think you have to give strong consideration to look right within the program. And it didn't take us very long, and I always told Jack, I dreaded the day I'd be up here talking about this because I really enjoy working with Jack. And I learn more from Jack than anyone, and just in our conversations. We share a lot of things, a lot of days, and I said, well, when you do make that day and that announcement, what do you think? Where do you want to go? And so Jack and I, after not long deliberation, we kind of knew, but I think we looked right inside the program. And at this time, I'd like to introduce and bring forward the new men's soccer coach at Quincy University, Mike Carpenter.
Wow, huh? I bet there's not too many men's soccer coaches at the D2 level that could get an introduction or any kind of event like this. You have to excuse me if my voice gets a little raspy. You know, we're 3 days into training, and 3 days on the field. I guess coaches get their voice in shape, players get their legs in shape. So we're kind of working on that. You know, and there's nothing like doing a press conference with a raspy voice and a sunburn, you know. But I just wanted to say a few thank yous. I want to be short and sweet, but obviously I got to start with Jack. You know, he's one of the closest people in my life. Over the last 9 years of coaching with him, I played here under him. We had probably more daily interaction than anybody other in my life, you know. And you know, I bet I rival Sharon on a lot of days, right? You know, he's the true professional. Can't even begin to express how many different topics, how many different lessons that I've taken from him. But the one word that always pops out is just the professionalism, the ability to prepare and to do it all with such class and do it really the right way. You know, everything. Nobody else, I bet, in this room has got to take in that type of a mentor. So for that, I love you for it, you know. I want to thank Marty, Dr. Javasi, for the opportunity, the confidence in me to take this thing and move on with it and do it right. And we'll do it right, I guarantee it. And these guys are going to do it right. They do it right every day, and if they don't, I make sure they do. And this group has a lot of potential in it. But you know how that is. Potential is just a word until you turn it into something else. And we're in the process of that. And it's moving along. Obviously, we're training this week. What a great week to start preseason, huh? It was, what, about 120 on the turf at Flynn yesterday. But nobody really complains because everybody sees the big picture and where we're trying to get to, and you got to pay the price. So for that, I appreciate from the guys, and you know, let's keep going. You know, and I'm just excited to get on with it.